My name is Myra Smith. We live in Hartsville, Alabama. We have two sons. Chad, he is 39, be 40 this year, and Ben is 35.
I'm Mike Smith, and I'm 65 years old, working on 66. The Jim Dandy pet food company was being built in town, so I've been there for almost 40 years. I was their environmental and safety officer, manager, so I handled all the safety and then the environmental programs in the site, and we, had a good tight ship.
The first thing I noticed, I guess, related now to Huntington's, was movement in his feet. We would be sitting together on the couch and he'd have his feet up against me and his toes would be constantly moving. And I was like, stop it, please stop that. Well, he couldn't stop it. And I mentioned him going to the doctor, but he didn't think it was a problem, so time went on. And then I noticed when he would sit like over in the recliner, constantly moving. He was beginning to move a lot more and more all over, not just his feet.
The most outwardly visible symptom is the chorea. So many mild patients, they just have the chorea and they really don't have much of the other cognitive or behavioral symptoms. So that is one way that patients present. They have this chorea. It may or may not be that bothersome to them, but somebody has noticed it, somebody in the family has noticed it, or their GP has noticed it or something like that, and they'll initiate the referral.
About 2 years ago, the movement disorder started going, and just where I was unconsciously it wasn't hurting me, but I was fidgeting, I was moving, and like I said, it doesn't hurt you, but everybody else watching you just worry, I finally said, well, no, I didn't. My wife reminded me that we probably need to look into it, and that's when I started looking.
I also noticed him walking through the house. He began to walk differently than he used to. His gait was different. He was stiffer. There was just little signs there that I knew something wasn't right.
Irregular, uncontrolled movements, if you have a little jerk like that in the leg or in the foot, it can disrupt walking fairly simply. I think if you think about a baby that's trying to learn how to walk, how much it really takes for them to walk consistently without falling. You really need very smooth, very consistent movement of the legs that is not interrupted and very coordinated in order to walk well without falling. So it really doesn't take much of a disruption to disturb walking, and which can lead to stumbling or near falling or fallings.